Hi Sally, I'm Bob. We have Sally with us today. Sally spoke on a session yesterday called SEO with blogs and stuff. So can you tell us a little bit what was your session about and what brings you here at SES Chicago?
Well, the session was about SEO through blogs and feeds, and my part that I was talking about was the need to get all your content into feeds and get it off your site and get it out into the social web.
Okay.
Because so much of what is going on at the moment is in feeds and streams of content.
Right.
So if you have just a static website, which of course you must, you will always have some static pages. But if you do not participate in the social web and you don't have some content out there in these streams of content,
Okay.
people are not going to discover you. So
I
as we're
understand.
moving into the real-time web,
Yeah.
so instead of people searching and finding static pages, this content is moving around all over the place and people are discovering it.
So you mean people who have blogs, they should also have some way of using RSS or other kind of stuff to get their content moving. Is that
Well,
right?
it's not, yeah, but not, you see, a blog is like a certain kind of content.
Right. It's static in a way, right?
Well, no, it's when you're blogging, it's
Uh-huh.
one person's voice, it's more opinion, whatever. It's not thought to be the right thing, for instance, to put a press release in a blog.
Right. Right.
But there are many other pages that you could enable with feeds. Lots of other kind of content that you could get out there apart from your blog. So it doesn't have to be a blog. You should have a blog, but you should have lots of other things in feeds too. You could have special offers, you could have recipes, you could have tips.
Can you give us some examples for our users? What could be the best use of feeds, and which company besides your, I'm supposing, uses this really well?
Well, there's one little company that's been using our system press feed for about 4 years now.
Okay.
It's called Skin MD Natural.
Okay. Yes, I've heard of it.
They started from nothing. They didn't have much budget, so they haven't done traditional marketing. They've done no advertising. They've used only this system of writing educational articles, getting it out into the social web on feeds. In fact, they never ever pitched a blogger.
Okay.
They only, when somebody picked up the content out of their feed, they would then contact that blogger and say, I see you picked up our content, thank you very much. Are you
Right.
interested in a sample? Would you like to speak to a dermatologist? And so it's in a natural way, they've grown to a point where they have 400 bloggers now who review and talk about their product.
Wow, wow, that's a great way. Yeah, I think one of the issues that I see is, people, there are so many blogs, right? Like some count as like, there's a new blog every second.
Exactly.
Some stats that I heard. So and everyone is in content building, everyone is a publisher, right?
Right.
So if people who are starting out writing the blogs or, writing new articles, educational articles, what is it that makes their content sticky, or what should they do in order to make that content sticky?
Listen first.
Listen, okay.
Because, for 100 years, we've been deciding what's good for our audience.
Right.
And we could not be right, who knows?
Yeah, yeah.
For all these years, it's been, oh, let's put this in an ad. No, but no one paid attention. Oh,
Right.
let's write this press release.
Right.
Oh, no one picked it up.
Yeah.
But if you listen and you really figure out what are those people talking about, what are they passionate about, what's close to their heart, and then you make content about that.
Okay. So you suggesting first you listen to your customers or your target market.
Right.
Based on what you listen, that's when you start writing blogs or your articles or whatever it is.
Right.
Right, okay.
See, most companies, they want to rush in.
Yeah.
And they'll just start doing this. Should I do a blog? Should I be on Twitter? Should I this? Should I that?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, you don't know.
Yeah. One of the things that search marketers do, and it is pretty common, is to look for keywords.
Right.
Once they have that keywords, then they go back and write content or write
Right.
articles.
Right.
You think that's the right way to do it?
I do, because I think that helps them to be found
Okay.
in search. But I also think that search model is changing. Yesterday Google announced that they're now doing real-time search.
Right, right.
So a lot of all the social content that's floating around is going to be pulled into Google, but Google only finds it by keywords.
Exactly. Yeah.
So yes, you have to do all these things, and in the middle of that, you still have to figure out how to get the keyword in there, but it's still got to be interesting to you.
Right. So I think one way our users can use it is first find keywords or first listen to your customers. Once you know what they want or what they're looking for, then you look for keywords based on that, and then you start writing your articles and then using it, right? Now,
And make sure it's in a feed.
Make sure it's in a feed. Now, can you tell us a little bit about what your company does, how long you've been in business, and...
Sure. The company is PressFeed.
Okay.
And it's press-feed.com.
Press-feed.com.
Yeah.
Okay.
We've been in business for 5 years now, and we make news pages with feeds that help you to enter your content into the social web.
Okay.
So we call it a social media marketing tool.
No, great. That's great. Where are you guys based out of?
In Pasadena.
Pasadena. Oh.
And we make social media newsrooms.
Okay, great,
Yeah.
great. It's really nice talking to you.
Thank you.
Thank you for chatting with us, Sally.